नित्यानन्देश्वर सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि आदिशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परा। I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome every one of you sitting with us all over the world for this program, Manifesting Desires Through Third Eye. Literally in every time zone, every continent, maybe even every dimension. In two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Manifesting desires through third eye. Today, with all my integrity, I tell you, I'll reveal the science as it is. No mincing words, no wasting words, no wasting time. More words, wasting more time means more life. So straight. I want you to sit with a straight, simple integrity. Don't have this stupid celebrity judging attitude. So many of you are new. Don't have this celebrity judging attitude. I am not celebrity, I am a scientist. I am presenting a science. This stupid celebrity judging attitude will not work. It will neither lead you anywhere nor make you realize your reality. You will be wasting your time. If you are in the celebrity judging attitude, you are wasting your time. I am presenting the science to you. Pick it up. Within these next 4 hours, you can manifest powers actually. That's the best way of using your time and my time. Within next 4 hours, you will start manifesting the powers. Understand? It's a straight, simple, subjective science. It's a straight, simple, subjective science. Third eye. It is also described as Agnya in Sanskrit. Agnya means will. Will to exist or will to collapse. Any will you carry is Agnya. If your will gives you the hope about life, you will have life. If it gives you hope about death, you will have death. Anything you decide with your will, you manifest that. Understand, every breathing you do, you are giving life to your will to manifest. Every rupee you spend, you vote for that. If you are spending 1 rupee on pizza, you vote for pizza and its future. If you spend 1 rupee on Coca-Cola, you vote for Coca-Cola and for its future. On anything you spend money, you vote for it. On any idea you breathe, you make that into reality. Your will, what it carries, hope or hopelessness, right or wrong, good or bad. Listen carefully. Right or wrong, good or bad, hope or hopelessness, whatever you carry in your Agnya, in your will, you are breathing life into it continuously. You are giving life to it. That is why I am saying your Ajna is the most sacred spot in your life. Your Ajna is the most sacred space in your life. What you cherish in your Ajna matters. What you cherish in your will matters. Let me repeat once more. Listen intensely. Your third eye, which is called Ajna in Sanskrit, which literally means will. If your will perceives hopeful future, you breathe life into that future, that kind of a future. If your will perceives hopelessness, you breathe life into that kind of a hopelessness. What you perceive through your will as possibility of your life matters. Don't think you can go on be perceiving negative possibility and suddenly out of the blue something great positive will happen. No. No. Everything unexpected is accident. Listen. Everything unexpected is accident. You can't cope up with it. Even if it is lottery, you can't cope up with it. Everything manifested consciously is life. So decide to manifest consciously with will, Ajna, by infusing life. It can be anything you want. Health, wealth, spiritual powers, anything you want. You can manifest from the will, because every breathing you do, you are empowering your will. You are strengthening your will. You are infusing life into what you are carrying in your will. Understand? If you pick up a pen and paper and just write without thinking much about your future, first 7-8 lines which is there, the tip of your tongue, tip of your hand, tip of your mind, that is will. That is what is your will. Understand? I am giving you the tip to find what is in your will. If fear is what opens up first, that is what is in your will. You need to seriously complete it. If confusion is what is there in your will, the first 4 or 5 statements are all about confusion. That is what is there. Seriously you need to complete it. Otherwise, with every breath you are giving life to it. Unplanned, without planning, spontaneously what is there on you. When you manifest, if you pen down what is there, that is what is actually in your will. You are giving life to it constantly. Beautifully Sadashiva describes about this Ajna and its power. More and more you think about your body and mind, the power of Ajna goes down. More and more you think authentically, responsibly, it manifests as what you want. More and more you look at the cosmic principles, the energy of the Ajna goes up. Listen. More and more you think of your body, mind, the energy of the Ajna goes down. Cunningness. Constantly thinking about you makes the energy of the Ajna go down. Understand? Constant remembrance. Listen carefully. Humbleness is not thinking yourself as a less. No. Thinking about you less. Humbleness is not thinking yourself as less. Listen carefully. The so-called humble people are the most cunning. The record says Saguni used to be very humble. Very humble. Humbleness is not supposed to be having low inner image. No. Not remembering your inner image is humbleness. Inactive, passive inner image is humbleness. Not low inner image is humbleness. Understand, there's a big difference. Low inner image is not humbleness. Passive inner image, inactive inner image is humbleness. Inner image from which too much of thought currents are not released. Very passive. That is humbleness. When the inner image becomes passive, the energy of the third eye either goes straight or goes up. The energy of the third eye goes down when the inner image is active. If the inner image is active, all your thought currents will be about me. My body, my mind. Understand, less you occupy your body, more it will be healthy. I am actually working on 4 important principles. A man whose inner image is very passive, more unclutched, his liver rejuvenates itself within 11 days, which is medically not possible. Medically, any liver to rejuvenate itself takes at least comfortably 3 months. And if they are alcoholics, then more time. It varies, but nothing less than 3 months. But a person who is unclutched, very passive inner image, his liver gets rejuvenated within 11 days. 3-4 theories I am working. Soon I will publish the report to all of you, release it to all of you. Passive inner image makes the energy of the Ajna goes up or goes straight. Active inner image sucks the power of the third eye to down. Understand? Most of this so-called self-centered theologies, ideas, fundamentally they are trying to push you to constantly keep your inner image active. inactive inner image is what is carrying your enemy within you and trying to go for vacation. No. Vacation is passive inner image. Anywhere you are able to switch off your inner image and relax, you are on vacation. If you want eternal vacation, this is the best thing. Switch off your inner image. Passive inner image. Inactive inner image is manifestation of powers. You call any big words ego. See, the very translation should give you solution. Translation cannot put you in impossibility. Beauty of Hindu tradition is looking at everything from the angle of solution. That is why what I am doing with the scriptures, I don't call that as a translation. I call that as a mapping into English. Now we are working, trying to map all the scriptures into English. Modern day language. You can't translate Sanskrit. You can only map it. You can't translate. All translation is cheating. Sanskrit is such rich, vast, amazing. I won't call it as language. Bhasha. Bhasha means which expresses personified bhavas through verbalization is bhasha. More and more thinking about your body and mind, impossibilities, powerlessness, makes the energy of the third eye come down. More and more, if you think responsibly, the energy of the third eye goes straight. Means manifest what do you want. More and more, you are chewing the cosmic principles in your thought currents. Even if it's a small headache, try to solve it using the cosmic principles. Don't try to solve it with anasin metasin. No. A Hindu is a person who solves every problem of his life only based on the cosmic principles. I tell you, if you learn to solve your headache by the cosmic principles, you will solve even your death by that same cosmic principles. Understand, grow medicine inside your body, which will be there when you are going to face death, when you are going to face old age. I have seen people going for shortcut methods of anasin metasin solutions for their problems when they are young. Yes, I am not saying your headache will not be solved. It will be solved. But your head will not be solved. When your head itself becomes ache for you during your old age, you will not have solution. From the beginning, if you start handling it with the cosmic principles, that is the best old age insurance. That is the best 401k3. Old age saving for you. I have seen some of the best sannyasis in Ramakrishna Mission. I had the fortune of sitting at their feet. one Swami Nandananda. I had the fortune of seeing him during his last moments of life, last phase of life. Slowly, he was not able to read. So he can't read now. He will just sit repeating the mantras in japa. Slowly he lost the ability to hear. Then he can't listen to bhajans. He started settling down with the mantra. Slowly the cohesive way of attending to life he started losing. I saw he was settling down into mantra. One by one, when he was losing everything, I could see very clearly his ability to settle down into that Mahamantra, his Ishtamantra, beautifully led him to Samadhi. I said, what an amazing old age insurance he has done when he was young. I tell you, I am not against anasin metasin. But if you start solving everything using cosmic principles, that is the best old age insurance you will be building, because you are going to face a time when senses are no more going to be useful to you. You can't be sitting with your Facebook. Understand, there is going to be a time in your life where you will be without Facebook. You will neither have book nor have face. Handling everything with the cosmic principles prepares you to live with the cosmos. Even the simplest problems. It may be as simple as having constipation, or as difficult as unable to handle your depression. Anything. Start applying cosmic principles. I tell you, one of the important fear you all face when I say cosmic principles, it is very difficult to understand. It is much more easy to understand than your conversation with your wife. It is much easy. Listen carefully. Please understand. I am now opening one of the most important sacred secret. One politician, he came to meet me maybe 2 years before. He has done everything. If at all Chitragupta has accounts for him, every cosmic crime he has committed. And he came to me for a healing actually. He heard about healing and he came for a healing. He got healed in 3 days and he became very happy, and he started inquiring about what is it that healed him so quickly, with which the disease with which he was struggling was almost 10 years. So he became very curious about the principles I am teaching. He started asking me, and I tell you, really I tell you, I underjudged him. When I gave introduction to few principles, such a strong cognitive shift he had. I can never imagine a politician who did everything, all the worst things his whole life, can cognize he is a soul, not the body. I always thought you need certain level of unclutched, a maturity to understand you are a consciousness, you are not the body. I was shocked the way he cognized it. I tell you, really, when he left the body, he had Satori. He died. Actually, he is no more now. He had Satori. This is one of the important lesson I learnt in my life. I wanted all of you to understand. Because you never tried thinking about cosmic principles, you are afraid of it. If you try, even you will be shocked how many of the cosmic principles just click with you so comfortably, and they become your conclusions just like that. One good news I have is, any cosmic principle which has become conclusion, you don't need to practice them. They will be practicing them through you. It took only 5 minutes for him to click with the idea that he is not the body. He is using the body, but he is not the body. And the disease did not come back. Just because of that one click, conclusion he came. Understand? Do not be afraid when I say cosmic principles. They are actually some of the foundational truths. You are using the body. You are not just the body. Many of the ideas you carry about you are ideas, not you. That's all. Understand? Many of the ideas you carry about you are ideas, not you. It's not that it takes years for you to come to these conclusions. Because you never tried. Oh, no. These are all. I came here to manifest my desire. Just talk about that. Understand? Every time you come to a conclusion of a cosmic principle, your third eye just goes up. Ooh. It gets refueled, tank full. Whoever gets clicked with this truth, even if one cosmic principle clicks with you, and you are cherishing it, you are romancing it, you are flirting with that principle, your third eye is getting refueled. Whoever has started learning this refueling technique, they manifest powers. For them only I give Trinetra Tilak. It is symbolically saying, I am looking there. Listen, constant remembrance of me means body and mind. Your depression. Tell me anything else worthy to be remembered about you other than your tip. That me makes the third eye go down, pulls down the energy of the third eye, Anya. Literally, it convinces your will you don't have future. It is all impossibility. Impossible. Understand? Many times your thought current about your goal makes you believe more and more impossibility. That is why I tell you, don't think of goal, plan for excellence. Don't plan for success, plan for excellence. When I started the Sangha, everyone asked about money, from where money is going to come. How money? Money? You need money? I wanted to repeat what I said in 2001. I said, I have decided to build something which is going to be best useful for humanity. I know money, human resource, everything needed will follow. I am planning to build something which is most important for humanity, which is going to be the best useful thing for humanity. So naturally, money, human resource, everything has to follow. Understand? Don't plan for success, plan for excellence. Success will follow. I said, what I am going to build for humanity, I'll do it best, most excellent way. That's all. More and more of me makes the Agnya come down. Agnya means will. To come down, and will starts believing in more and more of impossibility. Impossibility takes over your will. If you think with responsibility, energy flows straight. Means you manifest your reality. But that is also not enough. That's good, but not excellent. Excellence means constantly cherishing cosmic principles as your thought currents. What's the goal? What's the purpose you want to exist? Why do you exist? More and more of cosmic principles. More and more of cosmic understandings. More and more looking up. Understand? The more and more cosmic principles start sinking in your day-to-day thought currents, lesser and lesser blind spot about your existence. What is blind spot? The gap between why and how. The gap between why and how is blind spot. Why you exist and how you exist. Why you want to do something, but how you do something. Why you want to live, but how you live. The gap between why and the how is blind spot. That gets healed when you cherish more and more cosmic principles. I tell you. You want to exist healthy. But your whole day goes either in sickness or getting frightened about more sickness. I tell you. You may not even logically be able to connect and see, but a simple thought current. I think this whole cosmos is running with some auspiciousness. Such large existence cannot be accident. Some casual thought current somebody has put in your head by mistake. If you cherish, even that may bring complete healing to your body. I tell you, I have seen this happening. There may not be any logical relationship. Suddenly, a casual thought current, that is the beauty of Vedic tradition, I tell you. If at all you guys have one more Janma, take birth in Indian village where this Ramayana, Mahabharata, all these great things are constantly screamed and heard. beauty of Tiruvannamalai, the village I was born and brought up. Every day some old man will have one free mic, some Purana in the temple. Kanda Purana, Shiva Purana, Ramayana, Mahabharata. Forcibly they will put some cosmic principle in your head. You cannot be in depression. How long you will resist? How long you will resist? 2 days, 3 days, after that? Someday it will get into your ears. These cosmic principles, when you cherish them, completely unconnected problems get solved. You will never understand, how can my half an hour thinking about the cosmos and the size of the cosmos and the automatic intelligence of the cosmos heal my gastric trouble? It heals. When you think of the lever of the cosmos, your liver gets healed. I tell you, listen, any cosmic principle, you don't even need to seriously practice it. Just like a sipping cup of coffee, if you sip and very casually flirt with them, romance with them, those cosmic principles, you will see your third eye just goes up, zoom, and refueled. The whole third eye tank full. Then you can run your life for quite a long time. Cherishing cosmic thought currents, cosmic principles, cosmic understandings. What Mahadeva talks about cosmology, how he introduces the principles of cosmos, how he introduces dharma, how he introduces the cognition, the individual cognition and the cosmic cognition, how he introduces the microscopic and telescopic understandings. Understand? The microscopic and telescopic understandings about the Brahmanda and Pindanda, macrocosm and microcosm. Even a simple cherishing fuels your third eye and you start manifesting powers. You may just sit and think about how many cosmos, Brahmanda, Bhuvana exists. By the time you open your eyes, your wealth problems would have been solved. I have seen this happening, understand. Logically, you may not be able to connect at all. How come? I was thinking about that and this is solved. Because cosmic principles always iron out your blind spots of why you exist and how you exist. Why you want to exist and how you exist. That blind spots get cleared. That is what I call third eye opening. That is what I call third eye opening. You want to exist for excellence, but you exist for some selfish attachment only to realize the hopelessness and emptiness of your so-called ignorant desires. Listen. I am not at all against the desires getting fulfilled, reality. I am only against you running behind something which can never be fulfilled. Or if it is fulfilled, it will be more dangerous to you. In the name of desire, you are running behind siren. Not even behind, towards. So I'll come to the conclusion. Essence. Third eye means in Sanskrit, the word is Anya. In English, the translation of the word Anya is will. If your will is looking down about your body and mind, it starts eating impossibility and comes to the conclusion of impossibility. It goes down, it goes into lower energy. If your will functions with the understanding of responsibility, it manifests your reality, the energy goes straight. That is good but not great. If you cherish the cosmic principles, the third eye energy just goes up. Zoom. And simply you get refueled. And suddenly so much opens up. So much opens up. You just start manifesting powers. You just start manifesting powers, desires. This is the fundamental science. I'll tell you, most powerful cosmic principle I am giving you, which can strengthen, infuse intense energy into your third eye and manifest whatever you desire. How can I enrich everyone with the best things of the cosmos? Listen. Understand now. Cherish the thought current of how can I enrich others with the best things of the cosmos. What is the best things of the cosmos? Spiritual powers. You may not logically understand. Even if you cherish this thought current, when you go back, suddenly you will get a call from your spouse and, honey, it will be really honey. You may not even understand. Hey, I have not even called and told I am thinking something good for him or good for her. How come suddenly that side response has changed? You do not understand. Whether you understand or not, we are all in oneness. Advaita is not faith or Vishwasa. No. Advaita is Swasa, not Vishwasa. Your Swasa does not need Vishwasa. Understand? Whether you have a Vishwasa or not, your Swasa will continue to be there, happening. Whether you believe or not, your breathing will happen. Fundamental things are not based on your belief. It's based on integrity. Fortunately, Sadashiva's religion is not based on belief. It is based on integrity. His traditions are not based on belief. It is based on integrity. Sit with the decision to enrich and cause everyone with the best things available. What is the best thing available to human beings now? Power manifestation, at least after 1978. All other charities are outdated now. This is the most important, best thing available. Your decision to enrich and cause others. You will see so many doors inside you will start opening. Your third eye just gets refueled, rejuvenated, re-energized, thankful by Sadashiva's energy. Sit with this one thought current. Now, I'll make sure your tank is full. I'll initiate you into a specific power of manifesting your will, desires into reality. So consciously pen down what you want to make it into reality, at least few lines. I'll give you a few minutes. Pen down. Because when your Kundalini is awakened, that is going to be infused into this. Pen down for few minutes. What do you want to make it into reality? If you want Mahasadashivoham to become your reality, or if you want to cause others manifesting powers or Mahasadashivoham, pen down everything. If you want to cause Mahasadashivoham for yourself or for others, or anything else you want to cause as reality, pen down. Let me fill your third eye with the powers of Sadashiva. Quickly pen down, we have only few minutes.
Agathiyar, Moolar, Punnakisar, Natravattu Pulathiyarum, Poonai Kannar, Gandhidai Kadarum, Bogar, Pulikkaiyesar, Karuvurar, Konganavar Kalanji, Sindhi Algannar, Agapeyar Pambatti, Therayarum Kudambayarum, Sattainadar, Sindamil Ser Sittar, Padinenmar Padam, Sindayunni, Sirattaniyai, Serthivalvam.
Let's start the initiation. Whatever you wrote, fold it and keep it with you and sit. If you have Jnananjana, apply Jnananjana or Aushadha, apply on your third eye and both the temples. If you have Atmalinga, take it, keep it in your hand. If you have Atmalinga, put it on your third eye, on the Aushadha. If you don't have Atmalinga, you can just sit with your eyes closed, no problem. I'm going to intensely energize your Atmalinga also. So please sit straight. Listen carefully. Once more I will repeat. When you sit with the thought current, how can I enrich others with the best thing of the planet Earth? Means Sadashivatva. Sadashivatva is the best thing available for human beings. How can I enrich and cause others with this? Sit with this clarity and thought current. I'll intensely infuse energy into your third eye, which will manifest magically, not just logically, magically, your reality. Om Nityananda Mahasadaशिवोऽहम्. 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 Intensely chant this Mahavagya. Let the Mahavagya reverberate in your system. Om Nityananda Mahasadaशिवोऽहम्. 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 Om Nityananda Mahasadaशिवोऽham. Om Nityananda Mahasadaशिवोऽham. Om Nityananda Mahasadaशिवोऽham. Om नित्यानन्द महा सदाशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द महा सदाशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द महा सदाशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द महा सदाशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द महा सदाशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द महा सदाशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द महा सदाशिवोऽहम्
संबाहुभ्यां नमति संवतत्रैर्द्या वा पृथिवी जनयन् देव एकः
नित्यानन्द महा सदाशिवोऽहम् Let Mahasadashiva's breathing space manifest in everyone here. Let Mahasadashiva's breathing space intensely express here. Kundalini, wake up in everyone. Om Nityananda Mahasadashivoham. Om Nityananda महा सदाशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 महा सदाशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द महा सदाशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द महा सदाशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द सदाशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द महा 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 सदाशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द महासदाशिवोऽहम् 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 ॐ नित्यानन्द महासदाशिवोऽहम्
अधिसानो अव्ये बृहत्सोमो वावृधे सुबान इन्दुः जातवेदसे
ॐ नित्यानन्द महासदाशिवोऽहम् 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 ॐ नित्यानन्द महा सदा शिवोऽहम् 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 ॐ नित्यानन्द महा सदा शिवोऽहम्। 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 ॐ नित्यानन्द सदा शिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानन्द महा 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 सदा शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द महा सदा शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द महा शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द महा सदा 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 शिवोऽहम् ॐ महा सदा शिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 महा सदा शिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द महा सदा शिवोऽहम् I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Understand the fundamental principles of cosmos. It is beyond logic when you decide sincerely, with all integrity, and take the responsibility to enrich and cause the best thing of the cosmos, Sadashivatva, to others. Simply, your reality will be cast. You will manifest Sadashivatva. Decide to enrich and cause others' reality for Mahasadashivatva. You will manifest your reality of Mahasadashivatva will be cast. You will manifest powers and all your realities. There is no hypocrisy in life. There is no cheating in life. Be integrated. Take responsibility to enrich and cause others' reality. You will see your reality is immediately cast. You manifest powers and your reality is cast. Your Mahasadashivatva simply manifests. Your Mahasadashivaham simply happens. This is my message to every one of you. Be integrated. Be responsible to enrich and cause others Mahasadashivaham. You will cause your Mahasadashivaham.